and welcome to Squid Gaming. Now today we're venturing into the world of Kyrat. Picture the scene, beautiful mountains, glimmering lakes and stunning wildlife, and a total nutter in a pink suit who has a fetish for brutal murder. Welcome to Far Cry 4! Now, what on earth are you doing on this gorgeous paradise, you ask aloud for some reason? Well, your name's RJ and you've come here to scatter your mother's ashes. You see, you are the son of a famous freedom fighter and there is a war going on. But being a video game, everything obviously goes horribly wrong. And speaking of going horribly wrong, I loved the intro movie to this game. Now usually I'm a zone out and think about food kind of gal during cutscenes. Waffles. But I was totally hooked on this intro. My mum even watched it with me and said it was very interesting, which when it comes to my mum and video games is a glowing review. However, what the hell happens to Pagan Min? They get us all excited by him in the beginning and then he just sort of fades into the background. I would have preferred it if they kept it a bit more focused on him. Now when I first started Far Cry 4 it didn't quite grab me straight away, and I think this is something to do with the controls. They didn't feel obvious or flow naturally for me, and that was a bit of a barrier. Now I know video games shouldn't hold your hand along the way, but when you're as dense as me you need all the help you can get. I think I was about 4 hours into the game before I worked out how to throw animal bait. Yeah, I'm that stupid. But controls aside, I absolutely fell in love with this game. It's exactly what Ubisoft do best. Big beautiful worlds to explore and side missions coming out of your eyeballs. It's so easy to lose track of the main plot and get caught up in all the little things along the way, which is where you'll lose hours of your day without even realising it. So my mum came in and watched me play for a little bit. It was a particularly violent moment and she asked why it had to be so graphic. So I explained that you're fighting a war, and war isn't pretty and you're fighting on the good side. And then she asked, but what does that have to do with you kicking that monkey? And then I just felt really ashamed of myself. So yeah, let's talk animals. They are both a pain and a delight in this game. I consider myself an animal lover, so I did feel a little bit bad when I was skinning them and kicking dead monkeys. Sorry Fred, don't listen. Now the pain side is when you're trying to be all sneaky and stealthy and then a big old eagle comes down and starts pecking your face off and completely blows your cover. But the delight side has to be riding the elephants. Make sure you unlock that skill early because you have the most fun using it. Riding up to an enemy soldier who was attacking one of my comrades and just punting him across the forest with the foot of my elephant, who I affectionately called Stampy, has been one of my favourite moments so far. Far Cry 4 also introduces some captivating moral decisions. That's right, there are 2 leaders of your freedom fighting group and you are going to have to pick a side. Ubisoft does it well though. Both characters have strong opinions that you can relate to, however no choice really feels that satisfying. You're always going to end up hurting someone along the way and you've got some difficult choices ahead of you. Whether you want to stay focused with missions and reclaiming land for your fellow fighters, or you're like me and want to go exploring in the forest armed with a bow and arrow pretending you're Daryl from The Walking Dead, this game has a lot to give to everyone. So come to Kyrat and stamp on some men with an elephant. Thanks for watching, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, I'll see you next time. Take care, play lots and have fun. Far Cry 4 also introduces... Hush now. Whoops. Ah! It was I all along.